vibrate Morse code, like, oh, you, like, because a computer can beat, like, any human being at chess, right?
Okay, yeah.
So maybe he had someone else somewhere, like, playing the
These
same
kids
game
these days are eating Tide Pods. They're putting computers up their ass.
Chess.
They're putting
chess machines in their asshole.
Little AI chess guys.
I've been doing that when I play checkers against my mom.
You just have a vibrator.
I have a full dildo.
Shit, my phone alarm's going off.
Can you turn it off?
Yeah.
No.
No.
So do these people have any grounds for these claims against this 19-year-old?
They use some kind of computer simulation, and they think that he cheated in like 15% of his like matches, which I guess is.
Hadn't he gotten caught cheating before?
Well,
wasn't that
when he was like, he would play online when he was like 12 and 16. He admitted, like, he was like, yeah, when I would play online, I would cheat then when I was 12 and 16.
Of course,
it's like that's what you do. When
that's
you're
what you
a
do
kid.
when you're playing video games.
Yes.
You down up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
So that's the thing. But then, like, he said that he hasn't cheated recently, I guess. It's kind of interesting, though. It kind of makes chess interesting. It's doing the Queen Gambit thing again to my brain, where I'm like, wait, is chess cool?
Chess is a great game. It is fun.
Yeah,
I'll never figure it out.
Yeah, it's weird.
Not
it's
really
tough.
There's just kind of
slow.
There's a basic. It's like golf. There's like three
Not
strategies.
selling me on this.
Maybe it's not golf.
You're pushing me further
There's
away.
certain
Tell
games.
me it's like football.
I'm
like, all right, yeah.
It's
I
not
wouldn't.
football,
I honestly wouldn't try and sell you on it. You have to just kind of do it. This is how it's like golf.
Well,
you have to do it yourself.
There's like three strategy moves where you can if you kind of get them, then you can kind of play recreationally, like with the boys. Like we can go hit double bogeys all day and kind of embarrass ourselves. If we play with like a real
Here's the
player,
thing.
then you're done.
Yes.
You guys can have all the recreational chess and golf you want. I'm gonna keep having all the recreational sex that I want.
And drugs.
And
you take the sex and drugs. We'll
I don't
take
do
golf
drugs
and chess.
anymore.
That's good.
That's
No
interesting
drugs.
because you told me the other day that you've been doing the most drugs you've ever been doing in your
Well, I've been
entire life.
smoking a lot of crack. But I don't,
other
I don't
than
consider
that.
that a drug.
That's a
I mean, I don't-
supplement.
I don't understand chess like really.
I know the French defense is an opening move where you put your pawns out.
Put your asshole out.
Okay, speaking of this,
Show your
actually,
ass.
nobody wants to hear us talk about chess.
Yeah, they do.
We wanted to get. First of all, it's the We Cool podcast. The boys are back in town.
Yeah,
the original three, as they call us.
Been back for a while now.
Yeah,
We've
the big
taken
three.
a little break from just the three of us, so it's good to get back to our grassroots campaign.
Mm-hmm. A lot of fun guests over the past
A
couple
couple
weeks.
not
though.
so fun ones.
You'll-
We'll see,
Last week.
Well, yeah, we're recording this the day after the
pod therapy.
the pod therapy episode.
our
so-
9/11.
I think we're shaking up.
Yeah, that was should we talk? Should we do a little internal
Little
therapy?
postmortem?
Just because.
Yeah.
I think we fucked up their podcast.
First of all, let's just, as We Cool, Tommy, Grant, and Ryan here, podcast where we apologize and demand apologies. So let's apologize to I Love You, Manna, for what we put them
for
through
maybe
yesterday.
for putting them in the same room.
For sinking your ship. Yeah, that was our bad.
Yeah, we thought it would go smoother.
For
than
thinking
it did.
those guys could
we thought
podcast together.
We thought it'd be fun.
Because
Actually,
they have a podcast.
I'm pretty
You would think that they would be good at,
being
Yeah.
together.
hiding this stuff.
I really thought Mike was gonna stick Zach at one point because
Mike kept standing up.
he kept standing
He's
up.
scary when he stands.
Yeah, he's really
taller than you think he is.
He's kind of a guy.
He's
you
a
know,
freak.
he's kind of like a freak.
Yeah, he's like
They call him the geek freak.
yeah.
Because he's tall and skinny, but you're like, I feel like he's big in like some other portions.
He does have.
Got a
He's got
giant
like.
asshole.
He's
He's
got
kinda like-
manic energy
Yeah, he's
that like can come uncorked. It seems. And then by the end of that, Zach was getting pretty upset. Zach was lashing out a little bit, which you can't blame him.
you can't.
Zach was
'cause-
texting you some stuff last night.
But
well, that's because I reached out. I tried to be like friendly, and I was like,
He was great to me at CCU.
I think he was like in a really good mood because everything that we were saying, Zach was like really, really laughing because
But it's hard to tell because sometimes he'll laugh like that, and then later he'll be like, that was kind of...
right.
I
So
mean-
I sent him a message. I was like, hey man, it's all love.
I don't think it's up for debate that we made a great podcast yesterday. I don't think
think
there's
that
any
is
question about.
I think it is. I think that is for sure.
I disagree.
Maybe
I
the most
disagree.
debatable thing.
I will not enter into this debate. I will not
Well,
entertain
you just
it.
lost. You
Yeah.
lost 2-1.
No,
You lost
that's
it,
not
but
how
it's no
debates
debate.
work.
Yeah,
no, I'm
by
doing
not
the
part-
French defense on you guys. This isn't how this is going to go
Man, he's
down.
playing chess, dude.
But so sorry if that we broke that pot up.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, at one point Zach was like, he was just like, maybe we won't do the podcast anymore. And I'm like, no.
Mike also got him very high before the pod. He tricked him into getting high.
Yeah, he kept blowing dab smoke in his face.
Before you got here, he like has his pen and he's like, Zach, do you want some? And Zach was like, no, thank you. And then Mike's like, it's just CBD. And Zach goes, really?
That's on Zach.
Yeah,
see, a lot of this stuff I feel like Zach plays right into. Like when we were there lambasting him yesterday, at any time, he could just put his foot down and be like, hey, shut the fuck up. And he never does.
What's crazy about that, too, is he's the one who taught me about this chess things. And he was playing chess on his phone. You'd think someone who's so good at chess or is playing it would know how to apply that socially.
Maybe Aaron Isaacs was outside and Zach had a buzzer up his ass for the podcast, and Aaron was just fumbling the bag
Aaron was
on
like,
it.
don't say anything.
Yeah. Well, anyways, it did get pretty heated, and I think they're good, but it is hard to tell.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
Mike kept saying, I'm not joking. I want to hurt Zach.
Refusing to say something nice about
And then
it.
we just kept going like, he's kidding. And then he was like, I'm not. And then I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, insane that the nice thing Mike had to say about Zach was when he made Zach drink something disgusting. Like, that was like, oh yeah, I like that about you.
And not to just rehash it this old, because that was a crazy. I think that was just we'll get off it because that was just a crazy. It's just a crazy interaction to have for like an hour and a half. But that when I mentioned, I was like, why don't you guys just get out a piece of paper, write down a promise or commitment that you will do towards each other to make this relationship. Mike looked at me like he was going to pull a gun and shoot me in the face. And I was like, I got to stop talking now. I mean, this guy's...
You got to stop trying to fix this relationship.
Yeah, this guy means...
Dude, imagine them going
He's
to
just a gasoline fire, and you just need to let him...
Dude,
burn it out.
Burn out.
We should start like a GoFundMe for them to go to couples therapy.
We should.
Yeah.
My girlfriend can do it.
If somebody wants
that's great.
if somebody wants to line that up,
or keep paying us money and we'll have them on and we'll keep trying to do couples therapy on them.
yeah,
we could do our thing.
The crazy thing is
we could do our
pretty good,
unlicensed version of therapy.
That felt good to bring that situation to fruition. That was something that we made happen as a podcast.
Why did that feel good?
Because I do think, and we haven't listened back to it or anything, so I don't know what it's going to sound like. But I do think that will be a very entertaining podcast to listen to.
And also, like we talk about Zach, we talk about Mike on this podcast.
There's a lore.
There's a lore. They're two friends of ours.
Not friends of each other, though.
Not friends of each other, really.
Not
but
after
maybe
this.
We'll see. But we talk about them, and we have listeners all over the place, and they're like, "Who are these fucking Minneapolis comics?" Yeah. And then I feel like we brought like this is what's going on.
That's why I felt
that's why we kind of brought it into an actual reality. Like we're not just making shit up about the guys. They are wild boys. They're
the original wild boys.
They're the original quirked up white boys.
Oh my god. All right. Well, since it's just us guys, let's Tommy had the good idea of running through a couple listener apologies since we haven't done it. We got to clear the pipes a little bit.
Yeah, we've been having some guests on
and going long and stuff. So if you want to write these in, you can go to grantwinklescomedy.com/wecoolpodcast or just wecoolpodcast.com now. So I'm gonna keep plugging both until we kind of move over, but then it'll just be wecoolpodcast.com.
And then look out for me and Ryan's joint website.
Yes.
Tommy Bayer and Ryan call comedians.com.
That's going to be coming out in like 2028,
Dude,
right?
We really need to do that.
It's a good idea. It's really funny.
Tommy Bayer and Ryan call comedians.com.
Because it's the type of shit where people are going to be like, what? Who's this guy?
Comedians. Well, that's way if one of us pops, the other one can just,
I will truly look. I'll truly look like an idiot if that happens.
I mean, we're hedging our bets. I mean, I'm looking at Ryan's reels and I'm going, baby, this guy's hitting the algo wave. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is a short one.
You need to get to work on that.
WeCoolPodcast.com. Not an apology nor a demand for one, just a simple request. Bring back tiny little guy. #real Ryan heads no.
Tiny little guy hasn't been.
Yeah.
That was like episode 1, I
country.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
got ran out.
Maybe we should start bringing back characters just in general.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I thought maybe a little tiny guy could maybe he was the one stuck up that chess player's ass, just kind of screaming
You think so?
directions to him from the inside out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know.
Hey, look to that square.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about chess to even do that bit.
To that square.
The other square.
It's like knight to
E something.
L's.
Yeah.
Night to stop farting. Stop farting while
Stop.
I'm in here.
Stop farting.
Yeah.
Just a tiny little guy.
I got to see what that voice sounds like, too. I don't know if it's
Come back to tiny guy. I mean, stinky diaper. I mean,
Kooky diaper.
Kooky.
That's
Sorry, I
that
can't believe
feels like
A
right at home.
continuation
Yeah.
of-
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Bro, this
Kooky
is
dog-
the We Cool
in a lot of-
documentary series.
In a lot of ways, characters like Little Tiny Man walked so that characters like Cookie Diaper
I mean,
could run.
you look at a guy like Ryan, and Kooky Diaper is really an opus from a guy like him. It's unfortunate he passed away so soon after he created that character
It's
because
unfortunate that
It's unfortunate that Ryan got addicted to allergy medication.
and then it literally exploded. It literally blew up. And I'll never forget the day because it was the open mic at Crane and he blew up and there was pieces of him all over the place.
they say there's still pieces of him if you look up in the rafters there.
And I will
Kind of went over Beatles a little bit. If you look up in the
Little.
rafters there.
In the rafters there.
I will say for
Peace
the
and
rest
love.
of my life that it's a shame that a different open micer got set of the night that night.
It's a damn shame.
Mhm.
In their
yeah.
defense, it was a good set.
Gary Potter. I'm surprised nobody's asked for Gary Potter to come back. That was a good character.
Yeah, the Midwest,
Gary
the
Potter,
Western.
his
Harry Potter's
brother.
Yeah, who's not a wizard.
I think he washed his hands of the wizarding world, right?
Yeah, he had a traumatic.
This is a best of episode.
Yes.
Yeah,
This is
This
where
is, this is a clip show.
Yeah, this is a clip show.
Dude, it would be fun to do a we revisit.
What reminded me of the one character that you guys did, wasn't there like a two-headed country singer that...
Was that on Our Dads or was that on We Cool?
No,
it
that
was
was-
something about like...
That was early on. We cool. But yeah, I learned all these songs. What was the premise?
It's like if it was... Because we talked about it with Dan about if a Siamese twin, if one of the guys sucked them off, a Siamese twin with two heads,
Who would
what's the
feel-
more appropriate person to suck off this, like... How does that work? And I feel like there was you guys, like, it was... the whole thing was that if one of you got your dick sucked, the other would feel it. Do we remember this at all? There was a whole song about it.
It sounds like...
It sounds like something we
Yeah,
would
it sounds like here's a character, and what if he got his dick sucked?
You know what's
That's-
awesome about this
Sounds like
podcast?
the next step.
But there are some specifics to that, and we made it back to that like 130 episodes later.
Yeah,
we came back around on it.
Conjoined twins. Which it is funny that like it took us like 10 minutes of talking about that. Where it's like, oh yeah, Siamese has to be rooted in racism.
That was
So
it was
took
longer
us,
than
like,
10 minutes. It
almost
was
the entire episode.
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's like like so much time, and it's like, yeah, is that's got to be outdated.
Also, I really wasn't expecting you guys to lambast me over the second moral quandary of running
Dude,
the
I gotta
lab.
be honest.
Yeah,
That was
horrible,
bullshit.
Horrible.
that was literally bullshit, man.
Should I cheat?
I didn't think of it as cheating. I thought of it as it seems like
Why
we don't
Should
have to
I do
rehash
more
it.
time
Yeah,
on the mic.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you just do better jokes?
No, dude, you
it
like
literally never occurred
Sometimes
to me.
that's not an option
Dude.
for some of us.
you fucked up. Because your first one was great.
Who won that roast battle when me and you did it? Do you
It was
remember?
a tie, they said.
Yeah.
We all
We
know.
all know.
We all
We
know
all
I
know.
was the winner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all know Tommy actually won.
For
Tommy
not
won
being
that
involved
show.
at all.
Staying out of it.
For saying,
For being the bigger man.
for being the bigger man and saying, I don't believe in this. I don't believe
believe
in this
in-
insane, harmful words.
I only believe in uplifting other men.
That's right.
All right. Well, as long as
Not women.
we're making fun of me right now, here's another apology. Within the first 15 minutes of the most recent episode 125, Guys Should Be Cool, featuring Fly, Grant admits to watching Arthur into middle school age, declares that the minions, quote, do rock, and judges a child's bead maze toy to be, quote, just cool, and says, quote, I want to play with one right now. Grant is clearly regressing to an adolescent emotional and mental state. Please apologize for this case of Arrested Development. No need to apologize for the behavior of Jeffrey Tambor on the set of the sitcom Arrested Development.
Here's the thing. I don't even think you need to apologize. I think we need to apologize.
For
not
what?
checking you?
No, because we're bringing him down to our level.
No, dude. Grant's always been a.
Grant's the straight guy. Grant's the smart straight guy.
We're the
You guys are making
We're
me
the
gay.
gay boys.
No, dude. Grant sneaks in a thing because Grant got cool in college. You got
Yeah.
cool late high school and
Mhm.
college.
Yeah.
He was
that's
a little
true.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Cool all my entire
yeah, we
life.
were cool right away.
Yeah.
And case in point, now that we're
I came out dick
Case
last.
in point, remember when me and Grant were talking about when worms came up after a rain?
Yeah.
And Grant would try and save them, and I would throw them at a tree and kill them.
And I was
See,
moving
that's cool guy
ants to-
behavior on my part because I'm working on domination, and Grant's always been a mother.
Peace and love.
And I was
Peace
doing
and love.
racism
Peace
with
and
ants
love.
at the time. I was doing red ants.
Yeah.
Put one in the black ants.
I remember going.
You're desegregating the ants.
Yeah,
I
they
remember
didn't
going
want
over to my
though.
friend's house one time, and he was like one of these like bug snake kids, you know?
Sure.
And he had captured a toad and a snake and put them in his utility sink together so that the snake would fight and kill the toad.
Sounds about white.
And then the snake ate the toad, but the toad crawled out of its mouth, and I was just horrified by this in like second grade.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
the
crazy.
toad survived?
He was just
Yeah.
doing battle royale in the sink.
The toad probably did die
Do
eventually.
you think
I
that
would
was
bet.
part of the toad's strategy?
Yes.
I'm going to let this snake eat me.
Yeah, he
And
had a
then-
buzzer in his ass.
I was-
This is the same kid who I saw. We were on a second floor. It was like I don't know what they call them, like the catwalk, like a nice big house where you walk up and you can kind of look over the living room from where the bedrooms are and
Yeah.
stuff. We were at our friend's house. He took the friend's cat and just threw it over the side. And
Oh,
he's
so
like,
he
here,
was
check this out. He's like, check this out. Cats will land on their feet. And he just like whipped it into the air over the side.
so
And
shitty
it just like,
cats.
it like bounced off the couch and then landed on its feet and ran.
Holy
He was
shit.
like, see?
Yeah.
See?
And that was, again, I was like one of those moments where I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
whoa,
dude, I had
dude.
some
That's
fucked
like
up
Sid from
friends.
Toy
Yeah.
Story
He's
stuff.
dead now. So,
Yeah.
no, you know,
Sure.
I think he had some issues. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's not good he's dead. I should clarify. You don't know him, so maybe for
To
you
me-
it is good.
to
Yeah.
me, yeah.
I'd say no.
Dude, I had a friend, he would put like a firecracker in like a frog's mouth.
Yeah.
And he was like, we're going to blow some. I'd be like,
There's just these kids, you know?
I'd be like, oh my God.
One of my friends used to throw frogs at trees. like just
See, that's too. Worms at trees is okay. Because when you're a kid, you think worms are just plants that can move a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I
haven't seen any evidence that they're not.
I don't recognize
That
them.
fucking sentence just hit me like a second after you said it, and it just...
Dude.
Did you...
Yeah, but
Worms
do
are
they have consciousness?
It makes. Huh?
Do they have consciousness?
No,
I don't think
most,
so.
Most,
No.
well, I mean, that's like a philosophical debate. If any animal has consciousness,
All animals have
No. Like some...
no, it is that is
Like a mus... No.
Rocks
because
have consciousness?
clearly a dog is conscious of what's going down.
No, there's a debate of whether it's instinct or like self-awareness.
Yep.
Yeah, but it still has
Not self...
consciousness.
Yeah, consciousness isn't the same as
because it doesn't
self-awareness.
have-
Conscious,
Is it?
me ask
consciousness
you this.
coincides with self-awareness. You're aware of your existence.
What about a rock?
And huh?
A rock has consciousness.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it
right.
just doesn't have ears or a mouth or a brain. So it
Well, now
doesn't
you're
see
getting
the
into
world
something
the way
like
we
now.
do.
Does anything with like neurons? Is that a part of a collective
Would-
consciousness?
would you accept
now
this?
Now you're getting into that because
But
if
rocks have consciousness.
Hold on. Would you accept this? Like a
look, I don't know the answer.
They say
I'm
a
not a dog.
scallop-
I don't even know if you idiots are
they
conscious.
say a scallop is the most ethical, or a mussel is the most ethical animal to eat because
to eat
it
the
has
fat.
no brain, it has no nervous system. It's literally just a muscle. And like a dog, you can clearly classify a dog and just a muscle
Okay,
into
but
a
what
different.
about plants? Plants like to listen to music.
Yeah, I don't.
I know,
So-
but what does that mean? Do they like to listen to music?
They like it. They dance
What
around.
music do they
Huh?
like?
Shakira, hips don't lie. Trust me.
I'm on the night because my leaves don't lie, and I'm on the lie.
Tink dong.
Chiquita.
Real
What about
quick.
Shakira in court?
That was a very stern
You're under oath.
affirmative.
Shakira
Need
in
I
court.
remind you, Miss Shakira, you are under oath.
You are under oath, and I hope that those hips are not lying.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, these hips do not in fact lie.
That's just about how that would go.
Here's the thing: I'm not here to say whether animals are conscious, whether they're
Well,
not.
it feels like you just did. You just were.
No.
puts
I
her-
said there is.
Wait, real quick.
It's a discussion of what is consciousness.
She puts her hips on the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, Shakira, of course, she puts her hips on the Bible.
Because they.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you
She
that.
farts on the damn Bible.
She goes.
All right.
She do a little poo poo on.
What are you talking about though? But
A little
rocks have
poo-poo.
consciousness
Why do you think that?
because they do.
All right.
Then why would they have pet rocks if they didn't have consciousness? They just aren't like
Yeah.
animals or plants.
But pet rocks we're attributing the meaning to that. Like they're our pets.
No.
No.
So we're giving them.
I just found out daylight savings time is a human construct. When they were like,
Yeah.
we're gonna end it. I was like,
well, everything.
Wait,
not
what?
to be that.
How can we end it? Isn't that just like the way the world works?
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be
No.
like we're gonna end money.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like more than that. Though.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Because
like
time
it's like
Well,
is such
time
an
time
abstract-
doesn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't. It's like being like there's actually 24
It would
months
be
out
like
of the
it
year
would be
Yeah.
like if they were
because
just like
there can be.
Yeah.
it would be like if the
I said
government
so.
was just like, oh, space is illegal now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd be like, I didn't even know we could make it illegal.
I didn't know it was legal in the first place. To be honest
I didn't
with
know
you.
we had jurisdiction over time.
Yeah, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's crazy. We should do that though. We should get rid of it. I've been thinking about just sticking a thing up my ass. Just
All this talk about consciousness is really sending you.
because here's the thing. Well, first of all, you got to learn
It's opened up different pathways in your brain.
You got to learn Morse code, which I feel like you got to be pretty smart to do that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So even
I
if
don't
he is
think so.
cheating-
Actually, I think it's fairly simple.
Yeah, I doubt it. Even if he is cheating, that's pretty impressive. He knows Morse.
It's learning the alphabet.
So what are you going to do? Buzz it 26 times if the letter Z is up?
No, it's dots and dashes. It's not just.
Like you know.
I learned Morse code, and I said after that I said, "Can I have some Morse code, please? Because I'd like to learn another one. I want some Morse code.
Morse
Morse code to learn.
Morse codes.
More scones. I've been advocating for more scones for my whole life.
Yeah,
But what
my
about
my brother's father-in-law calls scones scrones.
it's like
Why?
Like he just thinks that's what the word
it's
is.
like an
Has anyone
inside.
ever corrected him?
I'm sure. Yeah.
But he's still I like scrum.
Man,
Scrones
you know
and
he's
screw
stuck in
ya.
his ways. Yeah.
But okay, like let's say I'm
Rocks
out
are
at a call.
conscious. Let's get back.
I'm out at a call though, real quick, and I got a thing up my ass,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and I don't know how to fix the softener. I text one of my coworkers, "Hey, start buzzing."
Send
All
me a
of a sudden-
buzz.
Are you getting back to the chest thing?
Yeah. All of a sudden, I can fix the softener because I know the Morse code
Oh,
of how to. Oh, you got to do this to it
sure, yeah.
because something's in my
They
ass.
can text you though.
Yeah, I mean, I could call him. I guess I could do that now.
You can call them in the bathroom.
And honestly, I don't want to do that.
no,
But I feel like the Morse code would be quicker because it's inside of me.
and it would, be you get a little tickle in your ass.
Yeah, I'm just coming.
Okay.
You're right by a water softener, and you're like, yes.
Yeah. The guy who's training with me is like, I'll have what he's having.
We got another one.
Okay.
Since we brought him up, Grant's big brother Jack here. I have an apology.
Shout out Jack.
What's up, man?
Raising unknown racist.
Yes, I have an apology to demand, but not sure who to demand it from. Debate amongst yourselves. This is the debate episode. Last week, the conversation regarded verbiage related to masturbation. We all know cranking it is superior, but Tommy suggested jacking it was the best.
Yeah, it's because it's a guy's name.
Ryan inferred that Grant liked the term because it's my name.
Oh yeah, when you think about him the whole time.
my
Grant doesn't say it.
my apology demands are as follows. Number one.
I'm granting off. I'm
like-
about to
See, I-
grunko
sounds
my
like you're-
dick
I like
off.
that. I like
Ranting
that.
off sounds like you're about to doze off, though. Like you're about to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch a few grunkles in the back.
Grant apologizes for using the term jacking it because it reminds him of me during the act of self-pleasure. Or number two, Ryan apologizes for suggesting a notion so foul that Grant thinks of me when he goes to jack it.
Well, I don't think it's proven that you don't.
Well, we don't know.
Prove it.
Well, I don't.
Are rocks conscious?
How
and
do I prove
and does
this?
Grant think of his
We're
brother?
we're asking very philosophical questions. How do we prove?
I believe
anything?
the onus is on you, my
Well,
friend, because
I'll
the
just say I
accused
don't.
has to prove that they are innocent.
All right, my hips don't lie either, and I don't think of my brother when I jerk
You
off.
didn't do anything with your hips there.
They don't lie. What are you?
Your hips just don't lie.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything.
Well, if
That
they
doesn't
would have
mean
done
it's
something,
not
that
good.
would have
Does
been
he
maybe
have
lying.
the Shakira dance?
Yeah, do a little dance. Do a little dance.
I can't.
Prove that.
I
But
can't
then I will
shake my little
apologize.
ass.
If you shake your little ass and look me in the eyes and say that you don't think of your brother when you jack off.
I don't think of my brother when I jack off.
All right,
Dude,
then I'm sorry.
That was a pretty good dance.
Then
See?
Jack and Grant, I'm sorry that I would imply something so foul. But I bet now that I've said it, Grant probably has done it. So.
We're making progress here
Dude,
today.
saying jack off, calling someone a jack off is funny.
I
Just
like
fucking
saying
jack off.
I'm taking it from Norm whacking off. That's the funniest way to say it, I think. Just because it's just the way he talks, it's like it's the old timey.
Yeah.
I was
Norm
whacking
Macdonald,
off. Yeah, whacking off, man. That's what he says, and I just think it tickles me.
Whacking off. I'm still a fan of jacking off.
Sounds like you're thinking about my brother, honestly.
I like cranking it.
Yeah, I don't deny it.
Cranking it is fun because it sounds mechanical.
Yeah,
Sounds
like
like
you're
you're
like
putting
you're
work in.
like you're doing some steampunk machine
Turning
to.
the old Amish butter.
Okay, so this one goes on. Also, Tommy is still the human noise. I have demolished many chairs beneath my mighty buttocks and great muscular mass, but Tommy's chair committed suicide to avoid another podcast with that bony ass, and probably to get out of that apartment. Cheers, Jack.
Probably.
It's a nice apartment.
Let's
Pretty
get
nice apartment.
Let's get beers when Tommy is in town. Well, Jack,
Well,
that ship has sailed. You shouldn't have a family, Jack, because me and Tommy have been drinking a lot of beers.
You hear that,
It's been
Jack?
fun.
If you want to drink with Grant and Tommy, you need to kill your family.
I want to drink tonight. I didn't drink the past couple nights, and it's probably good for my cough, but
Come to CCU.
probably gonna.
You should.
I
P.S.
just like having beers,
Come to CCU,
and it
I'll
makes
give
me
you
feel
I'll
good
give
for
you
a
little
few
dusty.
hours.
Let's get through this and then let's talk about the road
Here-
gigs we did.
Here's
Hold
the
on.
thing. Here, let me just say this. When I don't drink, I just am sort of bummed, and I'm just at house. And I'm like, I don't want to. And then I start thinking about the breakup,
Yeah.
and then I'm just like,
That's why I told you to come to CCU.
I would have felt better, but I think
What did you say? What did you say? You said temporarily that would make me feel better. And what did I say?
no,
I said,
forever.
no, it will make you feel better.
Probably would have. I was kind of jealous when Zach was sending me pictures of you, and you guys were kind of being funny.
Did you see me?
Yeah,
Dude, those are good pictures.
I looked at those before I went to bed, and I went, nice.
Those are paparazzi pictures. Dude, oh, fuck. Okay, last night I was doing this
Sure.
thing to Zach because he was trying to track me down to grab a good picture of me to send you.
Yeah.
Just such a weird sentence. But he's like,
we're a grown ass.
I like go out to the parking lot. He sees my car. My car's started. I've started it, right?
Yeah, on the phone.
And then I run away, and he's like standing by my car, like, your car started, Ryan. And then I'm like hiding behind the corner, and I start making my car alarm go off. And Zach just like, I was just watching Zach freak out, and then I would stop it, and then he would like look around and go back to the car.
You get
and
scared and animorphs.
Anytime he would get like within 2 feet of my car, I would just trigger the,
That's
the
awesome.
car alarm.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
It's like scaring a confused chihuahua.
Okay, P.S. My toddler son is still not racist
Okay.
or a Jan 6 conspirator. However, we have a baby book on the history of rap circa 2018 that he loves to read. Grandmaster Flash, Run DMC, Tupac, Biggie, NWA, he has really latched onto and talks about Kanye a little too much. We are keeping an eye on him and actively monitoring his Twitter usage.
Oh, dude, that's so crazy.
He's
that
just a
gonna
boy.
grow up in a world where Kanye's a Nazi, and we grew up in a world where Kanye was like cool and
Yeah.
like progressive.
Yeah.
This must be how Germans felt after World War II.
When I grew up, Hitler was a very cool guy, and now he's
He made a lot of good albums.
His early mixtapes were fire.
I mean, the hits. I mean, what can I say?
I don't
They
know.
tried to relegate him as a producer, but then he pushed through.
Also, Sandy, it was the 1950s, and you had to go around and go, "So he's bad."
Well,
I don't
actually,
know.
Hitler sucks.
I think
He
it's
always
I
sucks.
think it's important to separate the art from the artist. I think this is a good thing.
He had some pretty good qualities.
He had some.
All right, that was a bit. I think it's really funny that Jack is like doing. My son has a black friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing by having a book.
Yeah.
My son has a black book.
Yeah, Jack.
My
Do
son's
do
reading-
better.
My son's reading black literature.
Honestly, Jack, do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my son can't read because he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So how do you think that makes me
Get
feel?
him. What's the Robin DiAngelo book? the white fragility. Until I see,
make him start reading Toni Morrison. Right?
Yeah,
dude, get him. Dude, we should radicalize. We should really radicalize Jack, your uncle Jack's son.
My nephew, you mean?
Yo, sorry, yeah.
That's who that would be.
Yeah,
yeah.
We should make him like we should make him like a Muslim Brotherhood guy, or what's the Malcolm X guy?
Yeah, Nation of Islam.
Dude,
Nation of Islam.
You should buy him a little do-rag for Christmas
and a bow tie.
Hell yeah.
What's his one name?
By the way, Toni Morrison, if you're looking for a good book, she's really good.
Beloved. Have you read that?
I haven't read that. I've read
that one's messed up.
Song of Solomon's really good though.
Yeah,
she's a great author.
Have you read? Have you checked out the new Cormac McCarthy stuff yet?
I've started reading it. Yeah, it's good.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
I heard it's a lot different than his other stuff.
It reminds me of Suttree more than like Blood Meridian.
I think I've only read Blood Meridian and The Road.
Probably,
yeah. The Road was sick.
The Road's good.
Blood Meridian, they were both pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Blood Meridian is. I don't think I'm ready for that.
That's a tough one, honestly.
It's
dude, it's like it's like, dude, I've read some dense stuff. It's pretty dense.
Yeah, did you get to the part?
It's poetry. It's like a long poetry
book. It feels
book.
Biblical, kind of.
Yeah.
You gotta be like in with it rhythmically to like.
And you gotta be fully committed to it.
I couldn't tap in whatever state of mind I was
dark,
at in the moment.
dude. It's like it's
dark
up.
and it's also like it's just like there's just a lot of
incredibly
metaphors.
bleak.
Yeah.
Did you guys get to the part where like the Comanches come in and they're like dressed in all these like crazy clothing combinations because they're just like, yeah, this makes sense to put on, and like they just look insane. They're just scalping dudes. It's awesome.
It reminds me of me and Tommy were listening to Patrice the other day, and he's talking about how he doesn't want to go back to Africa and be dressed like one of those guys. What did he say? Something in tuxedo shoes. What was it?
He's like, I don't want to be fighting a fucking war in a skirt and some tuxedo shoes. Dude, they're on Spotify. There's like these old Patrice tapes, and it's like
they're so good.
It's him in a club just having like club sets, and it's like messy, and there's like tracks called like "I Like Being Racist," and it's just like it's if you're like a Patrice fan, it's like you watch this like HBO and then Elephant in the Room, and it's like HBO like half hour. You're like, oh, this is kind of like parts of the clean version of that, but it's like if you're a comedy nerd, go check that out.
Sweatpants and tuxedo shoes. That's what it was.
Sweatpants and tuxedo shoes. Yes, dude. Yeah.
And dude, especially now that there's so much crowd work and it's like really making a huge comeback. Hearing a guy like him do crowd work where he is just eviscerating people,
and
like
he's just like
scorched earth, brutal.
And he's just doing it. I was talking to Mike Racine about Patrice, and Patrice would like. Because Racine would like open for him, and they were like, because Racine when Racine was coming in, Patrice was out on his way out. I mean, obviously he died, R.I.P. But he's like, he would do like, he would always do like 20 minutes crowd work up top and just bleed all of his bits into like an hour set within that 20 minutes of crowd work, and he was like, that's like the way to really like, especially like do the road, because I was like, I did Fargo, and I was like, dude, they just want so much crowd work, but you just got to give it to them and just know how to, like, then weave in your shit within it. Obviously, I don't fucking know. That's why I'm, like, annoyed, because I don't headline.
I think it's just crazy that to hear him right at the beginning of the set just start going in on people. Like, to be able to do that is, like, without kind of building a rapport
We didn't listen to the one tape, but in the other one, because I listened to it coming back from Fargo, and I listened to it years ago, but this other one, he's having this back and forth with this black woman, and it's like, and she's like right up front, and it is like, I mean, it's Lester. It gets to like Lester Kagan levels of intense.
Oh shit!
Where it's like everyone's laughing, but it's like, are they going to start fighting? Is this woman going to try and like? And you're like listening in the car, and it's also like you can hear like the bartender in the back, and it's
I mean, I don't know, but you have to imagine, even for a guy like Patrice, a lot of times that must have spun out into like a very ugly bomb, right? Like,
I'm sure you would tank the room. I mean, Scoble was famous for doing that too.
Oh, really?
Just of either making it the set of the set, or like I will take the ship down, which I respect if you're like if you can like do the craft like that. Another thing I miss about old albums is because when we got into comedy, we got in like these like old albums that you could hear everything going on. Now everything's like so clean. It's like YouTube specials, and then every album sounds like it's like really well produced and stuff like that. And it's like I kind of miss like old Patton Oswalt Oswalt.
We were talking about the Mitch Hedberg at Acme
where
album.
it's
like you hear the ice in the glasses.
You hear the
and
ice,
stuff.
the glass, the conversation, that's the
coughs. You
coughs.
Like,
yeah,
it just sounds like you're there.
Yeah,
you hear a man shitting on the second
floor. You hear a man
Toilet
in the
flush.
bathroom.
Oh, someone was pooping.
Yeah,
Cool.
Hilarious.
That's the comedy nerd.
You hear a baby crying.
Just gonna nerd. That's the portion where I nerd out for a bit.
You can actually hear a man getting mugged outside if you.
And that's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about our last weekends. I'll go quick. I'll go first just because mine's kind of quick.
Oh, yeah,
You
sure.
guys can jump into
Yeah, we were together.
I was at House of Comedy this past week, which was fun. Laura Bites was
Every
headlining.
episode.
Yeah, I'm at House of Comedy.
And hey, if you're listening to this, I'm there this week. So,
It's every episode. I'm at House Comedy.
House of
dude,
Comedy.
you've really become a regular there.
I'm trying to. It pays really well, and honestly, dude, I
Having a
kind of
good
light it
time.
up from the host.
dude.
spot
I think it's fucking awesome. I really do.
So Laura Bites was the headliner. She was very funny, very cool, really nice too, dude. Like after like my first set, she like came over and was just like talking me up, and
Was
really
she
nice.
a Rogan opener for a while?
I believe so.
I think she was.
I believe so.
That's cool.
Very
I
funny.
can be like working with the headline and be like, who's this fucking person? I don't really know about them.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they're just like, really good stuff, I'm just like, this is my best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually one of the
I'll
best
follow
people.
you into the dark.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, dude, I was like saying her name wrong for like most of the week. I was calling her Laura, and then like Friday late show, like after the show, I was like, yeah, like Laura, and she was like, it's actually Laura, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
Fuck me.
Fucking
Yeah.
asshole.
That's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Salem was middling, very funny. And then Saturday late show, TJ Miller came in to like do a guest spot.
That's pretty awesome.
And like, I don't know, there's a stigma there, you know,
Yeah.
like I've like a couple comics were like, well, I've like seen him like show up really drunk and just like have like a really rambling set, and it just tanks the show. And so like he's supposed to do like a 5 to 7 minute guest spot. So I sat next to the stage after my set just because I was like, it could be that, it could be 15, who knows?
Yeah.
But I do my set, I have a good set. And like as he's walking on stage, he's like, dude, like just really nice, you know? Goes up, rips it, fucking has like a great set, just really tight, like 6 minutes.
Did he get a big pop?
Yeah, dude, he was. And then he gets off, and then after like, you know, I'm like sitting in back, and we talked for like 5 minutes, and really nice guy. So I don't know. I don't know what you're reading online, but it seemed like a pretty nice guy to me.
Yeah, he was kind of one of those like gray area cancellations where it kind of didn't stick, and I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
who knows? We don't know enough to talk about that kind of stuff. But from a purely stand-up comedy perspective, very funny, very
yeah,
nice guy.
because beyond the sex stuff, there's also the stuff of him being like a
like the
psychopath,
bombs guy,
you know, and like I think he's goes back and forth between being like very mentally unwell, and I mean he's open about that.
Dude,
we aren't.
It is so fucking funny to call the police and say a lady has a bomb.
It really
like,
is.
Just like,
Yeah.
because that's something you would think like after an interaction, you know, like if you have a negative interaction.
Wait, he
with someone,
did it to get back at somebody?
I don't know. I think so, but
He doesn't talk about it because he's like he legally like can't.
Yeah, he's like on an FBI watch list for sure.
dude,
now.
but that's something that like
Because it was on a train,
like
right?
he legally can't even talk about like why.
That's like a federal crime.
But here's
big
the
time.
thing,
like why he thought it was funny.
That's something like
you know.
like one of us would have a negative interaction with someone, and then you'd be driving home or riding home on the bus or whatever, and
Yeah.
you'd go, I should have fucking just said that he had a bomb.
Dude,
Dan
Carney, he sent me like a screenshot of some like annoying comment, and he's like, I fucking hate everyone online. And I was just like, yeah, you want me to, I was like, you want me to like do terrorism on their house? Like that's like the funny, that's like as a joke, that's where your brain goes.
Yeah.
You're like, you want me to do the worst, you know, and then if you're like, yeah, mentally not well.
You're like, actually, this is pretty
Like if you're like fully manic, you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is funny.
Like, and a good idea.
Yeah, if you're like manic and like drunk,
yeah.
Yeah,
I get it.
for sure.
I can see how one would fall into that.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get off.
Not
this.
me personally,
Yeah,
but
nice guy.
He's very nice to me.
That's
I can't speak to anything else, but to me, he was very nice.
yeah.
and you don't know why I was in town?
I think he was doing a movie or something. Also, what's really weird afterwards, like as he was leaving, he was like, "I'll see you soon," and I was like, "I don't think I'm ever gonna see you again."
Did you say that to him?
No, but in my head, I was. And then I just sat down next to my girlfriend. She was at the show, and I was just like, "Listen, if he like offers to take me on the road, I'm gonna have to maybe make a morally gray choice here."
Yeah,
so,
that's,
you know.
I know that's like a weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
You can always do it low key.
I mean, I would do it.
Yeah.
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 He's in movies again.
Yeah, and also
He's in a movie with
also maybe
Kristen Stewart
maybe
on
me being
Hulu.
there?
I watched like 20 minutes of it the other night.
Maybe me being there would like make him not do some of that stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe
maybe I have a moral obligation to
Maybe
actually
maybe
go.
Ah,
you could
yes,
prevent
this
the
is
next
very
bomb
interesting.
threat.
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying, because I would go, yo, that's a really funny idea. Let's just keep workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he just needed someone else around to be like, "That's hilarious."
Yeah.
Boom.
Let's
That's
keep it there.
Let's just
Yeah.
keep it
Let's
there.
keep it right
you told,
here.
You told
Yeah.
me, so it
And I
happened.
liked it. Yeah.
It happened right between us.
It'll never be more real than it was between the two of us just now.
That's
Yeah.
a good point, man.
Anyways, how was your guys'?
It was, dude, it was awesome. Me and Tommy had a good time on the road.
That's good.
Yeah, we both the shows were good, and we both had like, I mean, honestly, no real, no complaints, no apologies to man. It was just like good Wisconsin shows.
That's
Yeah.
good. You were in Chippewa on Wednesday.
Yeah, crowds were there. There's like 40 people in Chippewa, or Little Light.
It was
35 yeah,
when it was
what I-
funny.
about what I had.
Me and Tommy were really jiving on the way there,
yeah,
having a good time, listening to Drake, listening to Patrice,
having
talking
some
comedy.
chat, talking.
And we get there, never even considered the thought that we might be going into a bomb shelter.
But we didn't
like,
even give a shit that much because we were
but
like, and then we got there and we were like,
we walked in like right at showtime.
got there and I was like, I'll do a double Jameson ginger.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, let's have a good time.
So right when we walked in though, there was like 4 people in the crowd, and we were just like, oh, we should have like prepared ourselves for this possibility. We didn't really even talk about the
And
show
then 10
at all.
minutes.
Same thing happened to me when I was in Chippewa.
The crowd doubled like
10 minutes.
3 times in,
Yeah.
in 10 minutes, and all of a sudden there was like 30 or 40 people in there, and it was a great
yeah,
show.
and then there was like
super
fucking,
fun.
I don't know, 50, 60 on the other one. And then
Yeah.
there was
Yep.
like this group of like 10 college guys like
Yeah.
right up front. And I did like 45 minutes,
Yeah.
Grant did like 30. I felt like a
Did Grant yell at you for doing so much time?
Yeah, he actually beat the shit out of me. But like I stretched, it felt comfortable. Grant like had a great set, so he just
Grant's got a tight little feature.
dude. I was like, you gotta get him off stage.
I saw your Instagram.
I was like a little bit
Once
like.
again taking my bits, Tommy.
Honestly-
Taking my bits.
Honestly, Grant was up and he's talking about drinking too much. He's relating.
You're an
like,
honorary Wisconsin.
Going into the crowd a little
He's
bit.
going into
We're
the
having
crowd,
some
and
fun.
I'm like, if he talks to those college guys anymore, I'm gonna be really pissed off because if he touches on any of the riffs I have up in my head,
I had some pretty good ones on those boys.
Dude, you had some good ones on
I
everybody.
bodied
man.
that one dude
Yeah.
talking about his moms.
Oh, dude, yeah, this
Did
guy.
you guys record the sets?
Yeah, we got him.
Yeah, we had this guy grew up with 2 moms, and we had some good.
We had some
We
fun
had some
with
fun
him.
tidbits on
We
that.
had some fun with him.
Did he have
yeah.
a double Oedipus complex, you think?
Well, Grant
both
was
of his
like
moms?
had some riffs about like how did you grow up with like how is that legal in a town of 2,000 people in Wisconsin, and like it had a fun back and forth, and I was like, and then I was on stage and I was like, I like how this guy to compensate for having 2 moms, he was like, I'm gonna have 15 guy friends. I'm gonna be friends with every guy in Eau Claire, and we were having a good time.
Yeah, and we Will Siebenaller. Is that how
Dude,
you? I always miss his
yes.
last. Siebenaller.
Yeah.
Will, big fan of that guy.
Dude, he's so good out of the host spot,
so
bro.
solid.
Like
all weekend
really.
at CCU, he was hosting. He did great, and then
Both those shows.
And then both those shows,
He just opened them up so
dude,
strong.
he just right away he sets it up.
He's really good for having limited
Yeah.
stage time.
And then Hannah
it's-
did a set on
Hannah's
Wednesday
fun,
night,
too.
and Matt Haas came out and did a
Love
set. Yeah,
Matt.
Dude,
yeah.
Matt-
Shout out Matt, dude.
That's awesome, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
Matt was the guy. Can we say? Or we keep it anonymous?
Yeah, I mean, he told us.
He told us.
Oh, fuck. He texted me about that. I was supposed to talk about it.
Should we talk
What?
about it? Okay, well, yeah, I don't
About
know.
what?
Whatever.
Well, what-
His apology.
Yeah, okay, that was him.
yeah, that was him. He was the guy who
lied
forgot.
who
to Nancy
Yeah, he took off work 2 weeks just to party in the house.
Dude, Matt's so awesome.
because the boys got a house.
Wait,
the
what did he?
boys
What
at a
did he?
house.
What did he tell me? He gave me more information that was relevant.
Try and pull that up.
Yeah.
and we'll finish
Either
up.
way,
then
Matt,
Colin-
great to meet you.
And then fucking Colin, just so great hanging out with Colin, catching up, having beers, talking comedy,
Shooting some pool.
shooting some pool.
it was by a graveyard. They also hunted ghosts over there. So it wasn't just partying. They were also
There was some serious business happening as well.
Yeah, couldn't
They were
go.
also trying to start an independent business.
Yeah.
So maybe go easy on me.
They were trying to get a show on the fucking Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, dude.
It was honestly just like a
an
great
indie show.
Yeah. It was just a great 2 days of
Ghost drunkers.
Yeah.
comedy.
And then me and Tommy went to the Acoustic Cafe in Eau Claire and fucking banged out a bunch of work.
yeah.
We
was sat at a cafe
We were
for 3
businessmen.
hours.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun. Watched the Sean Patton special. A lot of good comedy
Fucking
stuff.
stinking up my old hometown.
Oh yeah.
Both of them.
I'm coming back to headline in the spring. So and the Plus is coming back too.
Mm-hmm.
So
You should get the do the Plus in the spring.
yeah. Cullen wants me to do more shows at the Brick House though because they like me so much there. And it's true. Like I don't know, that's like a kill box
he's a
for me.
Brick House champ, dude.
I am, dude.
It's tough to follow this guy.
Dude,
at the Brick House.
all the bartenders, those old ladies in the back there, they're like,
oh, dude, they liked you a
they're
lot.
I'm like for some reason all the
You're gonna have I'm gonna always be at House of Comedy. You're always gonna be at the
Brick House,
in
yeah.
Blair.
Dude, I'm gonna like build my email list off of the Brick House.
You
Like,
might become the king of Wisconsin.
I would.
And
that
you might just start at the Brick
comedy
House.
wise. That is an amazing thing to be, dude. Wisconsin seriously has the best comedy
Dude, you should get in,
shows. I
talk
don't-
to Mary and get into Drink Wisconsinably.
Okay.
Wisconsinably.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats to Mary. Did
Yeah,
you guys
shout out
watch
to Mary.
her
Yeah,
I
late
watched
show
it this
set?
morning. It's
I watched it.
Tonight Show.
Dude, I watched it live on TV.
I saw your
That's the first
Instagram.
time I've done that. It was like with a friend.
Yeah.
Because we have an antenna now to watch football games.
Were
so
you
it's
there
like it was.
when-
She killed.
Oh, she's great.
Riffing,
dude.
like, it was
the,
loose.
The side camera.
Yes. Oh, that was so
Oh,
awesome.
dude, that was like everything.
Did you watch it
Yes.
yet?
When she did her Conan, were you of age to be at Grumpy's?
Yes.
I wasn't there.
remember.
Well, I was there, but I wasn't allowed to.
I was
be there.
kind of thinking they would have put it on at Corner Bar last night.
They should have.
Yeah.
But I remember when she did her Conan at Grumpy's, like all the comics, we just went to the bar and they just turned it on.
Yeah.
I wasn't there
It's a
for
watch
that, but I
party.
was there during the era where she did her first Conan, and I would go to Grumpy's, and then she would come in, and it was like Dave Attell walked in. Like everyone was just like, "Oh shit," which is really fun now because like now like Mary is like a good friend of mine, and we like text and chat and stuff like that, and it's just so funny. Like at the level I was at, I was just like, I'm not even going to make eye contact.
Yeah.
With this person, you know. But she had a great Tonight Show set.
Yeah. Congrats, Mary.
Yeah, fucking rules.
Yeah.
One of the funniest people on the planet. Her husband, Tim, too, very funny. Tim Harmston.
Yeah.
Menominee local. So if
Yeah.
you're listening from the Chippewa Valley, go support Tim Harmston.
And Mary anytime they come through. They're the best.
But they're in with this like Drink Wisconsinably, like it's like this Wisconsin promotion page, and you guys should look into that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this.
They have like hundreds of thousands of followers, and they
Yeah.
do all these like shows and events around Wisconsin, and Mary and Tim do things through them, and we'll talk business after the pod.
little business fireside chat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Any more listener apologies or anything?
Nah, I think that's. I don't know if we have any more right now, actually. So go to Grant Winkle's go to We Cool Podcast.
I got a little apology to demand.
All right.
Late show Saturday, CCU.
Yeah.
Get on stage. This woman's just recording me on her phone.
Did
Yeah.
you know her?
Yeah.
No. It's a late show.
Just openly.
Yeah, I didn't even really know that many. So there's like probably only like 40 tickets on the late show, sold or something like that. And so a little light, but full enough.
That's 40 in that room is
40
good.
in that room's
funny.
fine, and it's like I'm like great. I already got the first show done. The
You said that was a really good show, right? The
Yeah, it was
early
really good.
Saturday.
So I was like, cool, dude. I'm gonna have a couple drinks. I'm gonna be loose. Get up on stage. This woman just recording, just phone front, first table front, and I'm just like, I'm like, are you recording me? And she's like, yeah, I'm recording. And she's just like already drunk, and I'm like, yeah, can you not like do that? And then she's like, no, it's fine. And then Zach's like in the booth, like, oh my God, like not doing anything.
Yeah, like, oh, I can't.
Yeah. And then I'm just like,
This woman will kill me.
she was like a little older, and I said something about like, oh, is it like her having like dementia and just trying to remember everything? I was like already being like a dickhead, and like the crowd liked it too because the crowd was already like sick of her.
She was heckling too, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's heckling. And
Why
then,
was she not kicked out?
I don't know. She ended up. I walked her.
Nice.
I'm leaving because she's with a guy, and I was like, what's going on here? You guys together? I was like, are you guys married? And then the guy goes, yeah. And then the woman goes, no. And then I'm like, that's two different opinions. Like, you guys should figure that out. And then I was like, well, what's going on? And then the guy was like, and then the woman's like, it's never gonna happen. And I'm like, this is not good. And this is all like, the crowd likes it because it's like a lot of controversy. But I just like, I was having so much back and forth where like they were then going to get into a fight. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, all right, I don't mean to. I was like, I don't want to pry anymore. You guys are clearly gonna get a divorce or not a divorce or something.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, and then at one point,
what kind of answer is
and
that?
then this was a Hispanic woman. At one point, she started
said
speaking
yes.
Spanish to me. While I was on stage, and
Did
I was
you try to speak back? Were you like, "Yo, biblioteca, my girl"?
Huh? No. I think I said I was like, I know exactly what that means. I don't know. I was just I was being an idiot. I don't know. There was just too many back and forths where like I made her situation like awkward, and then she just like left and walked out.
Did the guy stay?
The guy left with her, and I think he was a little embarrassed.
Of course.
And then I think she flipped me off at the end because she put out a finger, or maybe she did a peace sign. But I go, "Did you flip me off?" And she's like, "No." And then I go, "All right, see ya." And then I'm like, "She fucking sucked, right, guys?" And then they're like, and then the crowd was like pretty supportive, which was nice. But
Did you get the crowd back after that, or did that kind of like wreck it a little bit?
Yeah, it took. I'm not gonna lie, it probably took like a couple minutes to like get anything back, and then to get any momentum rolling. It was a late show. Everyone they were like kind of drunk, don't film me. Right?
Yeah,
it's really weird. It's usually
we will film ourselves.
Yeah,
and then put that out.
Yeah,
you don't need to film us.
I don't know what for. I don't know what she wants that.
Dude, I saw somebody filming me at the Chippewa Falls show, and
someone was filming me at the Chippewa Falls at my closing bit, and then
over on the left.
Yeah, over on the left, that woman.
Oh, I saw a guy filming me, and it is like
I went on my Instagram story and she tagged me.
She was the one who but she had a video of your bit.
Yeah, she like filmed my entire closing impressions bit and posted it on her Instagram story, 5 minutes long. I mean, because I can.
Wait, really? She posted that whole thing?
Whole thing, because I can stretch that motherfucker. Because whatever, I'll milk it. Post the whole thing, tags me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not even gonna like thumbs up or acknowledge this. Like,
she's the same one who bought a shirt for me and posted in it, right?
Well, yeah, and they don't. She just and like she might even be listening because I think she, if you're listening, like
she's friends with Cullen and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people just like don't know that like, if we don't want we don't want you to put our material.
The thing is like
there.
it really doesn't matter like at our level.
No, and it's
it truly doesn't.
No one's gonna see what she posts.
Speak for yourselves, you fucking losers. If I catch you recording me, I'm gonna blow your fucking head off with a gun. All right?
It's so weird seeing that because like you're going to bed at night or like winding down, and we're all like at Will's like hanging out, and I'm like checking
Grant's jacking off. He's thinking of his brother.
Grant's jacking off, And I'm like looking at I'm like, oh my god, that's so long of me on stage that you posted.
So is it like,
it's more just like weird.
Her story is like 20 fucking
it's like,
little?
It was like, and I was like clicking through it, and I clicked like halfway through, and I was just like, I'm out. I don't. No thanks.
Because it is weird. Like, I was gonna go and turn to the guy and be like, "Hey, can you not record me?" But then it like that can make the vibe weird.
You're already
exactly
like
what you're
getting towards the end.
Yeah.
Listen, man, people are weird. That's something they should be saying on top. Is like, hey, don't.
People also don't know how to be at comedy shows, especially like at a place like that where they're just starting that room. They aren't trained comedy crowds. Did you fart?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they don't really know. It's not. So I'm not really like too upset.
No,
it's just kind of like, all right,
yeah,
weird.
Yeah,
you gotta start recording them back.
Yeah,
yeah, and then turn it into.
That's why I do comedy with a body
shine
camera.
A light
on.
at them.
Yeah.
Turn it into like one of those TikToks where they're like filming each other. Like, you're wrong. No, you were wrong. That's why I'm recording you because I'm right.
It'd be funny, to then record them and then be silent.
Yeah,
and then ask them to send the footage and then have like 2 POVs of you and them and be like posted as a set. And it's like 20 seconds of silence.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the guy on TikTok who goes up and puts magnets on people's car when they don't put their shopping carts back in the cart corrals?
What does that do?
He
Does
goes
it fuck with like the computer system?
No,
in the car?
no. He thinks this guy just thinks it's rude when people leave their
It is
carts
rude.
out. Okay, but he's made it his like life's mission to call people out, and he takes he's got some magnet where he's like I'm a selfish non-cart returner and puts it on their car when they're like
Is it
driving
hard to
away.
get the magnet off?
No, but every single time people just freak the fuck out on him and like say they're gonna kill him and stuff.
I believe
And it's like, dude, why are you doing this?
Yeah, why
like
what's
what are
the
you?
point?
No,
You
this guy's
are a
awesome.
prick.
This is
he's
what Batman would be like if he was real.
Real life Batman.
stand when people don't bring their carts back.
it sucks, dude. It's just like
magnets on their car.
dude is just asking.
City's full of fucking guys not.
Yeah.
I just
their
don't.
fucking
I
carts
don't
back.
think it helps anything.
Something's in the way.
A car.
Car.
Yeah.
Yeah, something's in the way.
Yeah. I think people going out there just to stir shit is stupid.
Here's my
I just
idea.
like I don't.
Here's my
It's like,
idea.
yeah, dude,
So,
you're right, but
What's your
why?
idea?
Who
shopping
cares?
carts suck, right? Like when people don't return them.
Yeah.
You know what really like bothers me, maybe more than anything, is when you're like a lane is ending and then there's a bunch of traffic. So you do the right thing, right? Like you're like, all right, I'm gonna sit here and wait. And then you see people fucking speeding past you, and then at the last possible second, they make it everyone else's like problem that they can get in.
Yeah.
Like they see the line and they're just like, oh, I don't have to sit.
I'm
going
gonna
to
cram in right. It's,
But you're supposed to do that. Like if everybody,
not.
no, you are. But like both those lanes are supposed to be in use until the one ends.
No, fuck
Yeah,
that.
no, that's it's called the zipper
but-
merge.
No. I'm not talking about a zipper merge. I know what a zipper merge
Okay.
is. Zipper merge is where people are on the highway, you're coming in, and then you let one,
Yeah.
you let one.
Mhm.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm
Oh.
talking about like
Are you talking about that ramp on 35W?
maybe. But it's just like when
to get
people
on like
see
94 or whatever.
it's just like there's a long fucking line of cars. We're all going the same place, and then you see like, oh, I can just like squeeze in at the last possible second, and I don't have to sit here.
Yeah.
What should happen is there should be a helicopter there that has a giant magnet on it, and if you do that, it fucking takes your car and
Yeah.
it throws you in the river. That's my idea.
That's
To make a
okay.
better society.
I think
I
it's fair.
fucking hate those assholes. Those fucking assholes. And then like you ever have that where you're at the point and someone's trying to get in and you're like, "No, go fuck yourself. I'm not letting you in because I sat here and I've been waiting for 15 minutes. It took you 2 seconds. You were supposed to wait." And then you're like about to get into a car accident with
Well,
them.
everyone in Minnesota, I've just been driving recently, and everyone in Minnesota is either like such a pussy about driving or so aggressive.
Yeah, they're like psychotic.
And I'm like, why are you going that fast? It's snowing, man.
Yeah.
And that those are my two frustrations where I'm like,
Minnesota drivers do fucking suck. Like
because there's
it's
some
just true.
crazy guys out there,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't drive that much, and I'm like, I'm keeping it steady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did a good
so
job.
there's a guy in a
Brandon.
white
You
truck.
think I did a good job?
Yeah.
I drove back so drunk on.
Don't say that. Fucking idiot. That was a joke. It's a joke. Tommy was not drinking and driving.
No.
Across state lines.
No, not across state.
No, we
not,
kept
not,
it in
not-
Wisconsin.
No, we kept it in Wisconsin. No. It was like a few blocks.
Yeah, it was like a
Wisconsin, you're
block.
supposed to
Yeah, it
be
was like a
drive.
block.
It was a block, dude.
It's like 18 miles.
No, dude, it wasn't.
Tommy drove for like 45 minutes.
Dude.
I used to drink and drive a lot in Eau Claire when I lived there.
You can tell it's just that kind of spot.
Dude, don't say that, man.
Well, this is the statute of limitations is out.
Well, it's
I
already
didn't-
out.
I didn't molest a child. I drove drunk.
I'm in the same. I did this. I'm in the same boat as you.
mine was like 10 years ago.
Huh? Mine. I'm talking about year ago when I
No,
was
you're not.
talking about last year.
I'm calling the police right now.
Nah, it's all good.
And I'm saying my white friend
No,
Tommy
I was.
drove
Grant,
drunk.
I was chill.
Yeah, dude.
That was
Did
awesome.
a great job.
I did a great job.
I wasn't about to drive home. Oh, man.
I never think about this with drinking and driving. I always only think about like, if I'm drinking and driving, right? If I'm like, oh, that's dangerous. It's only dangerous if I'm drinking and driving. But I never think like, hey, if the other guy is drunk.
Like somebody in a different car?
No, like the guy who's
driving
let's
you
say
home.
You're
Yeah.
riding home with someone and they're drunk. That's sometimes even more dangerous.
Yeah, this
than
is
if you
this
drink.
is hard for me to put myself in this situation.
I've never been, I don't
for some
even know what you
reason
guys are talking about. I've never done any of this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I like.
And I'm just
home.
joking. This is a comedy
I rode-
podcast. I say wild stuff.
It's called satire.
I rode
It's
home,
called satire.
I rode home with a comic from Terminal like a couple weeks ago, and they were just fucking plastered. And I was like, we're on the way home, and I was like, oh yeah, a lot of people do die like this, like just like.
Yeah,
And that's such a short
you
drive,
shouldn't
too.
do that, especially coming from Terminal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna walk. You guys were complaining so fucking much when we walked to Terminal from my.
I didn't complain. I love walking, dude.
Yeah,
Who's
and
complaining? Yeah, you.
You
one
and
of guys
you and
was.
Wolfgang were. You were like,
it's cold.
you were
Tommy
like,
was
you were like, is
complaining. I
this?
was like,
Are we
this was
supposed to be doing this walk?
This was a
Like,
10-minute walk.
yeah. I
Well,
love
then-
walking.
but you can do the walk yourself. I'm not. Your argument. You're just like, yeah. So that's why I hopped in a guy.
yeah.
Who was drunk because you were
because I was drunk.
because
and then-
you were complaining walking
Yeah,
there.
because I was drunk and
one
I had
time.
Tommy in the back of my head.
Like, I'm
this
usually-
walk is so
Yeah.
long.
I'm usually exclusive of your
Yeah.
situation.
God, dude, Terminal is such a whack fucking open
Dude,
mic. It's
so,
amazing.
Dude, they're so weird.
It's
over there,
amazing
man.
how fucked up that show is.
Dude, it was awesome. This past Thursday was cool.
Did you do a set? No. I never ever do a set there.
Dude,
that place
I
is
go
fucking
there and
cursed.
I go like, I don't want to do. I don't
Yeah.
even want to be there
Dude,
anymore.
Corey's brother didn't have the piano hooked up, and I was like, "Yo, let me do a set, but I want you to do piano noises with your mouth during my set."
Did he do it?
Yeah, if the list wasn't so long, I was gonna go up and go, "Come on, take the
For
list, throw
the
keys."
listeners who aren't comedians, this is an open mic that runs from 6 p.m. to midnight on Thursdays, and 170 people sign up. Most of them,
I didn't even know
aren't
there's that many
comedians.
people
No.
who want to do comedy.
dude, there are people who like their entire comedy career is just doing that open mic.
just do that.
Yeah,
Dude, at fucking CCU last night, there was like this drunk chick that
the list was
apparently
weird
doing-
last night,
apparently,
dude.
Apparently, she was doing. I think she was doing the mic, but she came down during like Carmen's set. Carmen Legal was headlining there, super funny, and she comes down like in the middle of her set and is just like loudly having a conversation with the door guy in the middle of her set. And I was just like, "What are you guys doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm here for the open mic." And I was like, "Yeah, you need to fuck off, dude.
Nice.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Do you not see
you
this?
say
is
that?
Yeah, I was like, "This is a paid show. Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
you're an
And
idiot.
she was just like, I don't know. She was like in the vestibule. Like, I don't know. She was like on the phone with someone. And she just kept giving me like dirty looks. And I was just like, dude, I could tell Tito to take you off the list right now.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot. Don't do that shit. What
No.
are
Yeah.
you doing? Having loud conversation in the hallway?
Fucking yeah, people don't know.
There was a lot of that happening last night.
Yeah, at CCU now it's bedlam. Nobody does anything there to
respect.
control the room. Yeah,
I get no respect.
yeah.
Yeah, I get irritated, and then I'll go in the green room and just be the loudest person.
Oh, of course, dude.
Dude, I've been holding court in the green room. At CCU. Like,
Oh, you're
it's
big
so
dog.
It's so fun to just. Yeah.
All right, you guys.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is it.
This is our last podcast.
This is the last pod.
On the left.
Yep.
Thanks for listening.
First pod on the right. Come see me at House of Comedy this weekend.
Don't do it.
Oh, and come to Festivus.
might
Are
be
you?
there.
Yeah, are you busy on December 23rd?
I'm gonna be sucking off my mommy and daddy.
Oh yeah, you're going out of town.
Sucking on my mama too.
Sucking on my mama like you want it is calling. Well, Tommy and me are gonna do Festivus at Fair State if Tommy is in town. But even if he's
No,
not,
I think I'm gonna pop in. I think I get in at like 8 p.m.
yeah, just
Some
come
shit.
come there. We'll drink some beer. Festivus, always a good time. Friday, December 23rd at Fair State Brewing.
Oh no!
Other than that, write in some apologies,
Sorry,
guys.
Ryan
We need them.
Picked a hair out of my leg.
We need apologies. WeCoolPodcast.com.
Thank you for listening. We need apologies. WeCoolPodcast.com.
Tommy, it's been fun podding with you again.
I think we're gonna do some more before I leave.
What, I thought you leave on.
When do you leave?
Wednesday.
We won't be able to.
I'm not
Ryan's
gonna be
working.
able to. You guys can. I don't. Give
What about
fuck?
What about tomorrow?
No, tomorrow.
Don't you read the text messages?
Yeah,
Tommy?
you neglect our group chat so much.
That's not
For
true.
someone who's named the Queen of England in my phone,
Mhm.
you sure neglect a group chat.
Dude, I'm
How are you going to be the queen of a country?
I'm
when you
constantly
can't-
in the group chat,
Yeah.
man.
No, you're not. This past week, there were multiple times where we were like, okay, yeah, that sounds. Me and Grant were like, yeah, that sounds good.
Dude, I
let's
have
just
so much.
see what
I have
Tommy's
so much
thinking.
going on in my life. I get like a million messages.
Yeah, that's true actually because we have nothing going.
Yeah,
on.
that's
we
he's right.
Sit around. And then we wait until
for
you
Tommy to
summon
respond.
us,
yeah.
and then we go, "Oh, I wasn't doing anything at all."
Well, yeah.
So
Well,
now-
Earlier, he said he wasn't even sure if we had consciousness in
Yeah,
this
well,
episode.
I assume when
He
I
thinks
when
when
I
he
leave the
leaves-
room, you guys just turn off.
yeah, our heads
You-
just slump over.
You guys just turn off until I come back.
All right, well, let's end the podcast then, Tommy. Me and Ryan need to go to sleep.
Okay. Night night.